sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Wonder this time where she's gone. Wonder if she's gonna stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. And I know, I don't leave the young thing alone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Thinking he loves me, I love. Sorry, I'm getting I think I'm getting sick.
Yes, sir. Mr. Al Miller. How are we doing tonight, my friend?
I know it might be difficult.
Can you hear me?
I know
Mrs. Tan Man. There's my girl.
You walked in, big ass grin, talking like we're friends, honey. What were you thinking? He loves me.
You are number one, cowboy.
Look at you, just look at you now. You're so embarrassing.
Yes, it is.
Go cry when
This is an AA meeting for when the live stream is on that we all watch.
how does it feel to be forgotten?
And this is just chat's night to enjoy each other's company.
I hope one day you heal. How does
I'm just giving you a platform to talk.
it be forgotten?
I'm going to have a call-in number as well.
Forgotten.
Should be in the descriptions. Hey, Shelly. Good to see you, girl.
It must be difficult. I know it's not all what you thought.
Big fan LOL sent $3 ever since Leaf King left. You don't have very many viewers. Beef King must have been buying.
My donation's coming up
What an
next.
embarrassment.
I do love her singing some of the songs I donate.
Wonder if I've ever done
She's
that.
got talent. She's a talented singer. Nice to see you. Yes, this is basically my second live stream.
King of the Beans on YouTube. Sent $5 first live stream tomorrow at noon, replacing side view mirror and babbling nervously. Should be a train wreck. Great wholesome stream with a great energy and.
Can you guys hear that donation?
And love to all good people and good night EJ in chat.
I'll turn it up a little bit.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
It's one of my favorite songs.
It's not warm when she's away. No sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away.
Later, Al. Good seeing you, Al. Stay cool, my friend.
Wonder if she's gone to stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. I know.
So I guess it's just us girls here. Shelly, Mrs. Tan Man, and a couple of lurkers. Welcome to all. Oh, thank you, Shelly. You're a sweetheart. He doesn't want me to give it out because he wants to get more content up, but I appreciate you're one of his five subs. We all start somewhere. I've been doing this for a week, so I need a lot of help. I'm trying to figure stuff out, but it's not easy for us boomers. Hey, Cali girl.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
You guys mind this playing in the background?
It's not warm when she's away.
It's one of my donations I sent last night.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too wrong. Anytime
she goes away.
Anytime she goes away. Wonder this time where.
Well, Shelly, I want to keep it small. I see when you get too many people, it kind of gets away from that, feeling of a small community. Then the trolls come in. I like it with just a small group.
She goes away.
Thanks, Kelly girl.
Anytime she goes away.
I just miss the chatters from all the streamers. We all seem to. I see a lot of you guys on all the streamers that I watch, which is kind of cool.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Yeah, amen, Shelly.
Sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away.
Isn't this a beautiful song?
Anytime.
The 60s and 70s, incredible time of music. All right, I'm going to shut this off. So, how we all doing tonight? Do you miss each other? Yes, so true, Callie. I kind of got lost. I went down the rabbit hole of live streaming, like in chat. So I was talking to my son tonight, and I was just telling him. He goes, "What are you looking for with this?" I says, "Well, I want to have an outlet for like when streamers aren't streaming, to have like a little get together, just so we can keep in touch with each other. The good people out there." And a lot of times when I'm watching live streams, I'm concentrated on the chat. I would be outside in the woods right now doing this live stream. That's where I love to be. But unfortunately, my eyes aren't good, so I'm watching this on a big screen TV, and I'm able to read the chat. Yes, so true, so true. Shelley, you see, you get it. You're in the same mindset I'm at. Yeah. It's like a drama, and some of them feed into it. They're like, okay, let's just start a drama, whether it's real or fake, and you can always tell when it's forced. Yeah, forced with lies. You know, but I definitely won't be going the drama stream. My direction was, I'm basically I was on Plenty of Fish. I was trying to find, finally, after 15 years, I want to find like not a girlfriend, but like a soulmate to just coexist for. I live for free. And I was hoping I could find another homesteader that just wants to do their own thing, whether they want to stream. I just don't want to live alone and have my son worry about me. And that's one thing I want to tell you guys is there's two people in my life that are very special to me, and that's my son Joe, and the other one's my granddaughter, and they have their own life, and I don't bug them. When they want to call and talk, I never call. I always feel like I'm imposing. They have their own lives, and all these other situations I don't have. I have no stress in my life. I have everything I need. I'm blessed. I couldn't ask for anything more. But yeah, I went on Plenty of Fish, and my pitch was, come live for free, and there's no rent, and which was the smartest thing I could have ever done, because I ended up with 2 schizophrenics and 3 bipolars, and each of them I asked to leave within a week, most of them one day. So yeah, you gotta be real careful out there. I've learned that. But yeah, the fun of dating. There are many foes of Elisa in these chats. I don't know. Yeah, well, a lot of them became streamers themselves out of just anger. They wanted to pay her back, and I'm in the mindset of I got to pay that person back. If I fucked up, yes, I saw that on the other Tan Man's missus. Yeah, this is the place to be, but don't spread it around too much, because it's it's so beautiful not having many people up here. It's the beauty of Maine. I go down the street, a half a mile, I have no service. There's no cell service at all. So what I do is I leave my phone here. Otherwise, I wouldn't get messages or calls, missed calls. But that's beautiful. I had a flip phone like less than a year ago, and I only used it to talk to my son and my granddaughter. But now I'm just trying to figure out. I finally broke down and decided I'm going to get with the times, and I'm trying to learn these smartphones. I'm on a laptop right now. But thank you, Callie. Yeah, I am who I am. I'm nothing special, but the reason I name myself the King of the Pines is because I bought this land that no one else had ever owned before or settled on, and I got a chainsaw out and just started taking down the trees, left the apple trees, and I grew grapevines and blueberry bushes and strawberries, and I got wild raspberries, and I try to live off the land. But yeah, my life is so beautiful. Sometimes I think I don't deserve this, but I definitely pay my dues. When Regina died in 2010, I bought this land and I curled up in a ball, and my taxes were 0 till this year, this year's $48 for my taxes. So technically, I can't say I live for free, but I felt like I was the king of my property. No one could tell me what to do, but yeah, it's super peaceful here, and the people are so nice. When I first moved up here, I was telling everyone, "Wow, it's just like Mayberry." When I go to watch my son's basketball games. And they all looked at me because at that time, back in 2010, there was a big meth problem going on, and it changed a lot of young lives to get away from the traditions of Maine. Yes, Shelley. Yes, she is. Yep, she was. I think of her every day. And I'll tell you a funny little story about Regina. She was like the opposite of me. She loved attention. And when we'd go down the street, she'd wave her arms. This is exaggerating, but she'd be like waving her arms. Look at me, look at me. Love to talk to every person. One person couldn't go by without her talking to him. She had such a beautiful soul. And I'm the total opposite. I feel like I have a monk's life. I never talk for almost 15 years. I've been typing, when I discovered live streaming, but I've just basically, really have no one to talk to. No one's ever knocked on my door in the 15 years I've parked myself here. Except for the first week, I had a code enforcement tell me I couldn't live here when I pulled my motorhome in. They said, "Oh, you need septic." So I bid them a good day. And then the next day, I called them up. I went on Craigslist and I ordered a composting toilet. I said, "Yeah." I was real nice to him. I said, "Good news." I said, you can come back. You can certify me." And he was a little pissed. He never returned my call. I must have left a message, and that was the last person that's ever knocked on my door. So it is pure paradise. Not able to deal with people. Everything I order is online. I got a couple packages here that I haven't opened yet. And I have my food delivered from Walmart. I ordered I don't know if you guys can see this. My camera is really bad, but it's a gimbal. So if I get serious on this stuff, hey, the Good Witch. Let me tell you about the Good Witch. Every day, she inspires me with her messages. They're short and sweet, and they're so on point. Yeah, that's a good woman right there. Yeah, I'll subscribe to the Good Witch. And I think this one is a CD I ordered. I ordered one of my favorite songs. If you guys are a Lisa fan, you'll know I always donate "In the Pines" by I forget his name right now, but the original version of that was Black Girl, Black Girl. And they must have taken that out because in another version, he says, My Girl, My Girl. But Nirvana. I wonder why. Yeah, I think I got that for the same reason for In the Pines. I love that song. But I got to give Lisa props. The other night, she did a version of it, and I got goosebumps. And this old body don't get many goosebumps, but she belted out a hell of a version of that. Okay, so the Good Witch is Taurus. Is that what I'm getting here? David. Oh, David. You mean the Tan Man? Okay, you were Taurus. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry about that problem you had with all the. Yeah, that's because of the issue there. Yeah. So were you impressed, Callie? Wasn't that a great version that she did? Not last night, but the night before. Last night was pretty good too. I just replayed that one. But the other night, man, oof. She was on point. Lisa, as in just Lisa? I don't remember Lisa in the chat, but my memory is not that good. Oh, okay. Lisa. All right. Well, do you mind if I address you that? If I remember when I correspond with you, you always leave me a message on my shorts or my videos. So yeah, okay. Yeah. I always wonder where Taurus went. Okay, so you're the good witch now. How long have you been doing your YouTube, Lisa? There's the man. The man. How come you're not streaming? You gonna be streaming tonight? I'll bow out. I this is only for times when the streamers I watch aren't on, for for chat, to have a place where they can still talk, and they don't want to go on Discord. I'm not a fan of Discord, so I figure anyone that's not on Discord and then come here and just let me see here. Not long, few months. Okay. Uh-oh. The missus and the mister are fighting. You want us kids to go to bed early or what? Tan bringing the heat. Yeah, I tried Discord once and I couldn't get it was beeping at me and I didn't know how to respond or who was trying to, talk to me. It was very confusing. As I said, I'm older than dirt, so. Yeah, a little too much drama. I know you're here, Tam, man, and I've told you this, that I just wasn't into the drama, but I like the direction you were going at the end. I just wonder why you stopped. I'm sure you just need a break, and that's totally understandable. Yes, agree, Cali girl. You can get lost in it where you forget to do the other things that are important in life. It's a weird phenomena. It's like when people live stream, I feel like you can't go anywhere else. It's almost like you're locked in that space, and if you go anywhere else, you're in trouble. And that's why I figured this is like a safe space, because I'm not a streamer. I like making shorts and clips, but I just want a place where everyone from all the different streams can. Oh, that's good, Tim, man. I'm glad you're back. I won't go past 9 because, as I said, most of these are your fans and Elisa's fans, and I respect all live streamers. What you guys do is not easy, for sure. Well, I didn't say I respect them all. I respect the fact that they put themselves out there. That takes a lot. This takes a lot. You take care, Shelley. You're not number 3. You're number 1. Good to see you, girl, too. Why, guys? Why? Well, I'm an old man that just is bored. So we're kind of in the same boat there, Lisa. It's a good outlet, huh? Just to spread a little peace and love to whoever wants to take it. Sounds good. I think my email is in the my on my channel. So sounds good. Amen to that, Lisa. Yeah. So I'm on a very old laptop, so I'm assuming that's why my graininess, I'm not coming in at 720 or whatever. So I'm probably on 480. This laptop's so old. Hopefully, someone can help me, assist me with trying to live stream on my smartphone. Yep, peace and love. We're both from that same generation of the 60s. I was just telling my son I'm a hippie at heart. It came from a great time for music, and yep. I'm 61. I was born in 61. So that makes me old. I don't even know how old I am. I lost count. I was always good at math, but I just refused to celebrate birthdays. Thank you, Kelly girl. I look good from the neck down, huh? I got that chicken neck thing going on that us old timers got. That's why I'm thinking about growing a beard out. I did it one time, and a lot of people told me I looked like I was going to write a manifesto or something, like Kaczynski. I had a good vibe going until the Tan Man came in. That sucks. Why can't we all just get along? What movie is that from? So you guys could hear me when I went and switched to watch. Okay, so let's see. Oh yeah, peace and love. Yeah, no doubt. Now, Cali girl, did you ever find a home for your dogs? You were the one that had a couple dogs that you were looking a home. This is wild. Tonight went live and had two streamers come and chat tonight. That's how old I am, Tan. Same as you. And me and you have something else in common, David. We both got married at 35. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, Callie. I got my fingers crossed. I'm hoping. And you're still in California? If you were closer, I'd come take them off your hands. Maybe they could become friends with my Fox. He's such a cutie. He's just a couple months old. I leave him out a little treat. I got some grapes that I haven't finished and a couple slices of bread I give him. Oh, beautiful. Northern Cal is where my son just came from a couple years back. He loved it up there. The redwood forest, or what do they call that? Where you can drive under those huge trees. He said it was pretty awesome. I've only been down the East Coast. I went to Florida when I was about 18. Drove down there with my girlfriend, who was originally from Maine. I'm originally from New Hampshire. Not everyone stares in the camera and mirror all day. Like, you two crack me up. I'm watching a fucking chatters fight, or what are they, no, what am I looking for? Oh, a keyboard fight between a husband and a wife. Yeah, I did a live earlier, and it's weird because I never look in the mirror. And if I, by chance, happen to see my reflection, I go, damn, who's that guy? It's not how I feel. I feel a lot younger than that most days. I'm smarter and better than that. Well, it's good you guys can work it out on my live stream. I love that. You know, maybe you guys can get back together by the end of this show. You are directly across from me, east to west. I'm up by Canada. I can't to see my boy. Ah, my son is in the chat. I love you, the Prince of the Pines. That's my son, Joe. I was talking about you and your daughter earlier, how much I love you and that you're what makes life worth living. He's soon to be king of the Pines. He's going to take over the throne. I've already passed my crown to him, but and he's never been on YouTube. I kind of gave him the bug. Thank you for the support, son. That's my son, Joe. Subscribe to his channel. He's going to be having, he's going to be doing what I'm doing. He wants to do a homestead. He's got a problem with one of his chickens, and that'd be a great direction because those are big. So my son was one of 6. Yeah, I know he's probably not going to stay because he was telling me he has a busy night with that chicken. He's got to quarantine it. I guess it's got an infected foot, stepped on some glass. And so, and in my crazy mind, I go, oh, Joe, you gotta live stream it or make a short of it. You know, I can see where I told him I wasn't going to go down the rabbit hole of getting into that when I started streaming, but it's a tough bug not to. I've been so sedated lately that now that I have a project to do, I'm like, oh, what else can I do? And I ran it by Elisa. I told her about my idea. I wanted her blessing. I asked for her blessing today. I told her my plan on, having a place where all the chatters can go. And, we've all been banned. Most of the people in here, I haven't been banned. I banned myself. I had to take away my wrench. I wanted to try to, get away from the rabbit hole. I felt like I was falling down into watching all these live streamers. I felt like, I have projects I've been neglecting, but it's under the same as his name, Prince of the Pines. He's only got one video up, but he's planning on making some more. It's his cool pickup truck that he just got, and he's working on now. That guy never stops working. He does 12-hour days, and he's, you know, got to take care of his daughter. So he's got a lot on his plate. Yeah. Thank you, Cali girl. Hey, does anyone know what I'm doing wrong? How I can save the chat from being seen after I end the stream? I want to be able to keep the chat for future. And I don't know if there's something I'm not pressing, or, as I said, I need a lot of help here. But half the fun is figuring it out, I guess. What a beautiful night. The leaves are really changing. We had a couple cold nights, so it's really getting beautiful with the yellow and the vibrant red colors on the trees. Thanks again, Kelly. Well, she has way too much on her plate. I would never bug her. I know that, you know, she always responds to everyone's. That's what I learned from her. She doesn't, as busy as she is with her streaming and stuff, especially when she was doing it every day, she never not responded to a text, which is unusual for someone that, you know, that famous and, you know, has little time to spare. But yeah, we've had our ups and downs, but I don't. I think she's. I like the direction she's going, and I got a funny story for you. You're not a creep like TK. Well, maybe you're right, Mrs. Tan-Man. This could be like an AA for us. Instead of going on Discord, I just, as I said, a lot of people don't trust Discord. So if we can all meet here, you know, if this is something that people want to see, I'll keep doing it. I was joking with my son. I said, I'll just walk away and let guys chat, just because I know it's addicting. I miss chatting when there's no streamers on. So I believe this is a platform that, you know, my son said that. He goes, it sounds like a platform for this idea where chatters, you know, you get used to talking every night, and then all of a sudden the streamers aren't streaming. Okay. Thank you, Kelly girl. So is it idiot friendly on the smartphone? It's like I should be able to figure it out if I can figure it out on this laptop. Hey, Smudgy. I'm sorry. I just seeing you now. How you doing? You're an OG Smudgy. Okay. Thank you, Kelly. I'm glad to see you here, Smudgy. As I said, you're an OG. I've seen you for years. Yeah. And it was pretty wild having Tan Man check in, and then we had the Cowboys swing in. Thank you, sir. You enjoy your dinner. Talk soon. So what's everyone else doing for Thursday? Can you believe it? Thursday already. Where does the time go? Yeah, Cowboy checked in. He was everything with exclamation points. Yeah. Off the walls, as we know Al is. He's always been nice to me. Yeah. My son says the same thing. Google it, Dad. YouTube it. Yeah. Okay, Shelley. I'm just reading your reading. But listen, you have to enable live chat replay. Ah. Well, I did that, I thought. See, okay, enable live chat. Okay, that makes sense. Because I can see the live chat without enabling it. Okay, that makes sense. So I'll make sure to thank you for the tip. Tell not yell. Am I too close to the mic? Let me see what you wrote earlier. That you changed it. Oh, okay. Aim eating. No. Trying to figure out what you. If I gave in a call-in number, would you guys call? Or I think I had it posted in the original upcoming stream. I'm not sure if I did that right. I ended up not going with that method because I went live earlier to replace my rear view mirror. And it took me 10 minutes to figure it out. I had 43 people waiting for that stream. And I ended up having to start all over because the camera wasn't on. And I lost all those people that were waiting. So. Oh, maybe the Tan Man and Mrs. Tan Man made up. They're both quiet, and maybe they went off to the bedroom. No more yelling. That's good. Uh-oh. I have nothing to do with that guy. He's gotten a lot better though on his stress. Like he used to be off the wall with like anyone that came at him. He wasn't used to trolls. Like I was a fun troll. If someone was a dick, I would troll them. But he, in a lot of times I noticed he would read chat and think they were saying something else, or they thought they were talking to him when they meant the comment to be someone else. I've been doing this for years, just watching, but he just started when he met Elisa like 7 months ago. So he's so new to all this world. Of course. That's a great name. Yeah. And I think he got mad at that you were Mrs. Tan Man because you guys were so, I hate to use the word enemy, but not friends. Frenemies? Sound right? Like I used to troll TK when he was on Elisa's stream. I don't know, something about that guy bugged me, but and he used to take it in good stride, but I was kind of mean at times, not, like playfully mean. All right, Callie girl, you have a beautiful night, my dear. I'll catch you later. Dumber than a box of rocks. That's what we used to call it. The bucket where you come from. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, I used to love to hear the old timers up here. Some of the things, I'd just be crying, laughing so much. Ah. Sorry about that. Are you in Maine as well? Are you in northern Maine or southern Maine? I'm about 40 miles from Canada. How do you call for the one from Maine? You got to give me the punchline. But she could lift the back of the car when you were changing tires. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, they are known for not having much teeth. I have yellow teeth, but I have all my teeth pretty much. Okay, yeah. I was born in Massachusetts, Melrose, Massachusetts. Yeah. I bet it's changed down there. I grew up in Marlboro, but I was born in Melrose. And went to New Hampshire and then finally got to Maine probably, let's see, right after Regina. So 2010, I've been up here since 2010. Oh, you guys see my stash over here? I didn't know I had that out. This is my this way. That's what's left of my harvest from last year. Oh, get that out of the way. So it's still light out where Callie was. 3 hours behind. Pretty much just going to be you and me talking, Miss Tan-Man. I only got, 4 people watching. That's nice. And we're all getting along, all 5 of us. 4 of us now. There's Callie going. When there's none, that's my cue. So you guys let me know when you get sick of me. As I said, I want it to be a chat stream, not a me stream. But I will answer questions if you have any. I'm still laughing of your dad's joke there. That's classic. Nice tooth. That's where you got your sense of humor from, I bet. Your dad? One more personally, it's just me and you. Unless you already left or you haven't typed for a while. So. It was a good night, though. Every day is a good day. Slow chat is so much better. You see some of these big streamers, you can't even read their chat. It just goes by so quick. I was super into politics, and I used watching live streams to get away from that, divided. Everything's so negative on the other side. I'm an independent voter. I've never been a Republican or a Democrat. But yeah, so I started watching live streaming to get away from the politics. And yeah. So you live down in Mass. So you're looking for land up here or a house up here. Have you ever? And you said you're not far from me, or being a couple states away. Yeah. When you originally said that, I thought you lived in Maine. Ah, that's why the numbers. Gotcha. Was it buffering after I turned the light on though? Is it good now? Yeah, we'll shut her down if it's having a problem with the buffering. It could be because I'm on this old laptop too. Okay, good. Well, you let me know when you want to go, and I'll go. If you guys want me to keep this rolling, so you guys can talk and chat, or if you have any questions for me, feel free. I'm just going to be kicking back now, reading chat. That's what I've been done for so long. All right, I'm going to check my email, see if I got that email. Yeah, there's quite a few. Let's see. It's telling me I've been live. Let's see. Okay. No personal ones, just YouTube letting me know I'm live on air, and that was at 6:02. So get rid of all these. That's pretty cool. I can go to a different screen and you guys can still see me. All right, I'm back. Yep. My email is jrob1423 on Gmail. It should be in the links on my page. I think I put that in there. Hey now. No questions? I went down to 2, now it's at 4. And you're the only one texting. We're chatting. Maybe someday I'll have a chatter named Mrs. King of the Pines. That's when you know you made it, right? I bet you when he first saw Mrs. Tan, man, he's like, wow, that's so cool. Someone else is using my name. And then he had to explain that it's not really my ex-wife. Oh, did I finish the story? I'm sorry. I do that a lot. I was telling you guys about 7-Eleven. Well, Regina would wave her arms, look at me, look at me. And then little things really was excited her, like it wouldn't impress me much. But one day we were going by a 7-Eleven and she looked at the sign, she goes, 7-Eleven, and she pointed to it. And then when she died, I never believed in the afterlife, and I'm spiritual, not religious. And I would look at the clock like twice a day when she first left, and it'd be 7-Eleven. And I was like, wow, is that a sign? Is it real? And like for years and years, I'd look up and it'd be 7-Eleven. And I'm thinking, is that her not wanting to go to the other side? That she knew how much I missed her, and she was watching over me, and, in sorrow. And then one day it just stopped. Like occasionally I'll look up and it'll say 7-Eleven. I'm not a clock watcher, but as I said, when she first left, twice a day I'd look up and it'd be 7-Eleven. It kind of freaked me out. All right, I'll check again. Let's see if it went through. I don't see it. Let me refresh it. Come on. No, I don't see it. Let me check spam. Let's see. Come on. Yeah, you went to my spam, Lisa. I'm going to undo you from spam. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I would never do that. That's so wrong. I had it done to me, so that will not happen. Trust me. Trust me there. That is dirty pool when streamers do that. They threaten to dox you, or they do dox you. It's funny because I'm so far into the woods that even if someone had my address, for them to get out here would cost them an arm and a leg, and hopefully we just become friends after that. But when you live alone, you have things that can protect you. So I worry not about people. Trust animals more than I do people, though. Can I call you by your real name, or do you want me to call you Mrs. Tan Man? Oh, I'm sorry. All right, Mrs. Tan Man. I didn't say your last name, so that's good. You want me to delete this live where I think, let me click back on. You want me to delete this now? Because I do not want to do that. Yes, I saw you just sent me another one. I got the message too late, right after you said don't say. I just said your first name. So if you want me to delete this now, we'll call it good. And the last thing I want to do is tell anyone's name out there that doesn't want to be named. But I do remember, did you one time go by your whole name? I remember seeing that name in chat years ago. And I notice a lot of people in true crime podcasts and stuff, people use their real name. They're not used to the trolls and stuff on those channels. So a lot of them, their the screen name is their actual name. And could I send you my number so we can talk? Are you into talking on the phone? Or I used to tell my son I hate texting. I'm so used to meeting in person or talking on the phone, but not too many people left like to talk on the phone. And I'm just going to call you Mrs. because whenever I try to put all three of those names together, it just usually doesn't come out right. So you're the Mrs. now, if you don't mind. There's no real lurkers. There's 3 people watching, so it's me, you, and 2. Hey, Goo. Now there's an old school girl. I used to always think you were Gucci's. I go back to the days of watching Gucci's and David fight. What was his name? David? It's been so long. So you took your name from Gucci's, right? She was a character. Ah, me too. I'm so glad that she ended up finding someone and just settling down. That's what she needed. That poor girl was I think the camera messed her up in a way. Drew. Now who's Drew? I don't think I've ever watched a Drew. Or David? What was his name? Chicken Andy. Drew Barrymore. The real Drew Barrymore? What about Drew Barrymore? Okay, that was another name. Yeah, I haven't seen her around lately. Ah, okay. Okay, there was a Goo Barrymore, wasn't there too? Oh, okay, gotcha. So you combine the two together. Love it. So has anyone heard from Gucci's? That's where I met Elisa Jordana through watching. I think she came first. Ah, cute one, Robin. I love it. That's my favorite song. Yeah. The original words were Black Girl, Black Girl. I ordered a CD and his original words were Black Girl, Black Girl. And that made so much sense because if a black guy was singing about a white girl, he'd be strung up. So, yeah, she does. So I was just saying that earlier that I got goosebumps, not last night's one, but the night before. She did a version after I donated that song. And it brought goosebumps to my skin. I was like, damn, girl, you really put heart and soul into that version. And I told her it's of all the versions of In the Pines, she's my favorite. Yeah, she's a talented musician for sure. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the artist. If someone in chat knows the one I donate, what's his name? He went to prison. He's an old black guy. It'll come to me. She cut down drinking, was working full time. She's still with her boy. Yeah, but AK is not streaming anymore, right? I'm glad she found him because he wasn't really into streaming, and they seem like they really hit it off good. So I'm happy for both of them. Yeah, the live version, Robin, is one of my favorites of Nirvana for sure. I was just saying, I just ordered my Nirvana. Just got this in the mail a couple hours ago. It has that song on it. Lead Belly, thank you. Yep, the Lead Belly version on the CD I just got yesterday. The original version is Black Girl, and it almost sounds like a bootleg. It's really not as good as the one he does, the one I usually donate on YouTube. Yep, Lead Belly has quite the history. He escaped from prison twice, I believe. He was in there for murder, and he became such a talented. I'll answer that in a minute, Goo. He became such a talent in prison with his singing and his notoriety. He got a pardon from the governor, and then I think he killed someone else and went back to prison. Don't quote me on that. Why is my cut? Because I don't want it to be all about me. This is for chat. This is like an AA meeting for people that are used to typing in live stream chats. And I just want to go off and do my thing and let you guys just talk amongst each other. That's the platform this is, basically. You know, I just assume sit here and shut up. As I said, I don't talk much. The last 6 years or so, I've just been typing in live stream chats. So, but I've shown my face. It ain't a pretty one, trust me there. You're better off getting this version. I did a live stream earlier with replacing a side view mirror on my vehicle. And when I looked at it back, I was like, oof, you got old man. As I really rarely look in a mirror, ever. I always surprise myself on how old I am when I go by and look at one. Well, I haven't drank in a while, and I think I'm going to have myself a drink. Hope you guys don't mind. It's like the old days. Remember that when they donate for the shots? Some of those are pretty crazy streams. I don't have any milk. I love my Kahlua. So I'm going to add some nutritional shake and see how that tastes. Chocolate. Fire sales. Thank you, Go. Yeah, so you go back with me back to the Chicken Andy days. Now, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Elisa or chicken? I think chicken, yeah, and Blade. Blade was famous for the fire sales, yeah. And a lot of times they said that was fake. That wasn't real alcohol toward the end. But that really messed up his life, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought, Go. Yeah, now what is that when that fluid starts going into your legs? That's diabetes usually, yeah. Yeah, that's such an awful look. Oof. Now he's not live streaming anymore, right? Yeah, I remember that. They were brutal on him in chat. But see, he was one who could take it. He loved it. he had that sense of humor where, laughing at his own demise. I don't know. Oh wow, Blade's still around, huh? Yeah, a lot of people went to Kick. I could never get into Kick or Rumble. I don't know. Okay, I'll do that, Mrs. Gotcha. All right. Let me click on it so I can read the rest. Yeah. It's too bad like this couldn't be like a safe space where everyone could be like here, and even though we have differences on other streams, like in here it's almost like a neutral, like what do they call that zone in between North and South Korea? The neutral zone. This could be like a neutral zone. Yeah, Kickers. Yeah. Well, the problem I had with Kick is they were really promoting gambling. That's what I kind of got off on. That's what I kind of saw on Kick. Yes, I am. Yep. I watched Mr. Beast. Yeah. I went by a lot of different names. I'm trying to think. I was Maine Lone Wolf. Yes, thank you, Mrs. Demilitarized. Yep. That's what I was looking for. No, I don't watch him anymore. No, I don't watch Kick at all. Elisa is basically the only one I watch. I watch a little bit of Tan Man. I watch the replays usually of Tan Man. Al, he's a little much for me. I respect him. I don't want to be on his bad side, but he's always been nice to me. But see, here's the problem I find with these live streamers. They create another streamer, and then you can't watch that one. You can't watch this one. You can't watch that one. That's what I want here is everyone to be able to just join peacefully here and take your fights to to wherever else. But I just want to tell you, Mrs. Tamman, I realize who you are now. You go way back. I remember that name, and you've always been a good person. And yep, right. No animosity. It's just too much. It's right now I have 3 people watching and 3 people in chat, and that means there's no lurking. Everyone feels safe here. That was one thing. I hated walking on pins and needle in certain streams, in certain chat rooms, with the trolling. And if you get too popular, then they want to, the trolls will try to take you down. It's like, yeah, so true. There is no safety online. Yep, that's a fact. But I'm a dreamer, so that's why I say that. A man can dream. You see my coffee cup? One of the famous people, Muhammad Ali. My son got me this. The greatest. I don't even know how to make alts. I have a bunch of alts on my what is it in my email, but I don't know how to make each separately, or I don't want to take the time to make another email. I think that's why. But I have I locked in a bunch of names because I didn't want to be I ever changed it again. I never wanted to be say King of the Pines King of the Pines 7-Eleven. So I found a bunch of names that didn't have to have numbers after it. Oh, that sucks, Goo. Yeah. Thank you, Goo. And it's funny when I picked that name, I never knew there was a song about King of the Pines. So when I finally hooked up a YouTube last week, I clicked on King of the Pines, and there's a song that is kind of catchy. Um, yeah, there's a song. It's this kind of hippie looking guy, and he's kind of like a rapper. But at the end, I like at the end, the last minute, it just says "King of the Pines, King of the Pines." So I'm like, I'd love to incorporate that into like when I start my live stream. Uh, or uh, yes, I'm surrounded by mostly pine trees. Yeah. So, as I said, you probably weren't here for when I said about it. I call myself King of the Pines because I bought this land that was never developed before, and I cut my own trail out with chainsaws, and cleared the land for the first time and got an address here, and so I am the king of my own domain. So that's where I came up with King of the Pines, because I'm surrounded by pine trees. A man always says, I'm the king of the castle. Well, I truly am, because I don't deal with any people at all. I haven't talked in like 15 years, except for my family. And that's very sporadic. Chat's been my family too for years, about 5 or 6 years, yeah. Ever since Chicken Andy days. So you guys helped me come out of my shell here. I appreciate it. Oh, that's beautiful, Goo. I'm thinking about it, Robin. If I can't find someone that wants to coexist up here in Maine with me, then I'm going to head down south Florida for sure. I just don't want to be alone up here for another winter out in the freezing cold and trying to do this all by myself. I'm 64, 65. I don't keep track, but yeah, I'm getting too old to be doing this by myself. And another reason I'm headless is because I'm smoking cigarettes. So my son is in Lewiston, way down, almost into New Hampshire. So we're probably like 5 hours, 6 hour drive from me. I'm at the tip of Maine. He's at the bottom of Maine. I used to joke around with him before he got his name. I called him King of the South, Southern Maine. Yeah, Goo. I was so stressed before I started my first live. Um, yeah, it was nerve wracking. Yes, I know, Robin. That's why I have it up here. See, you can't see me huffing on it. I'm like Tan Man. I'm a smoker. But I did a live stream today, and I did 31 one-arm push-ups. They were lame ones, but I did them. They weren't all the way down. Thank you, Goo. Oh, that's cute, Goo. Yeah, I've called into a show a couple times, and I hate my voice. You know, I hate listening to my voice on the phone when I listen back. Smoke away, Robin says. I've been smoking since, what is it, 50 years. Ah, that's funny. Charlie's a riot. He's such a good troll. It gets old after a while, but when he first was on Elise's stream, some of the questions he come out with, he's for the show. The questions he asks is so shocking. Like he throws in left field. So he did with Tan, and eventually he ran out of material and just started being a real person, which was kind of unique. Sometimes the callers make the show. Like who's the other one? There was Frank, and he had Charlie. Who else is there? And John Mellencamp's a great caller. Who else? And then remember Spartan, old Spotty. I agree with you. Yeah, he did give Tan good advice. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Are you talking about Frank? Because I thought Frank gave him good advice before they imploded on each other. Congratulations, Goo. I've never been strong enough to quit. I've tried a million times. I just can't do it. Yes, exactly, Robbie. He keeps changing his name, but he can't hide who he is. He's so unique. He's so beautiful. The words, his vocabulary is incredible. Totally agree with that. This is for you, Goo. This is last year's growth. What's left of it? Yeah, I smoke maybe once a day, once every couple days. Oh, that got Goo perked up. Yeah. This goes out for you. I'll show you, Goo, what I do. Let me see. I use my cigarette. I roll my own cigarettes, but I also roll my joints in the machine as well. I have I got an electric machine, so I just break off the filter. But this is my weed. You know, it looks like a cigarette. So got my jars. I save all my jars and wash them out because I have a lot of wild raspberries. I like to store. Smoke them if you got them. Amen. You guys want to hear a crazy story? I don't often tell this one. I'll repeat it again maybe someday when I get a lot of viewers. Yeah, that's what we're used to, right, Goo? We don't watch streamers because they're boring. That's for sure. All right, here we go. So, I was young. I was about 19 years old. And I wish I was drunk for this story. Let me have a drink here. Tell you what, if you guys can get 10 people to come in total into this room, I'll tell that story. So write your friends and tell them to get on here. It's about escaping from jail. So that's a little hint. Me, the Goo, we're in the same boat. No, it's not what you think. It sounds better than it is. Yeah, me and Leadbelly have something in common. And it's weird because we both escaped from jail. And I loved that song before I knew that about him. Well, Robin and Goo, you have a friend in me. Hopefully we'll never be upset with each other. I don't get upset with people, but I know a lot of different personalities out there, so. Thank you for making me laugh, Goo. That's sweet. Yes, so true. So true, Mrs. So I proposed to to the 5 people watching, I proposed to the Mrs. Tan Man, not realizing she was already married. But come to YouTube to avoid real life drama. Come on. What does that mean, Robin? I never had social anxiety till I moved here, and when you don't go out in society, I've never had anxiety in my life until I stopped going around people. But that's a real thing, and I have it now too. And I'm hoping this breaks me out of it, because I'm planning on taking food, if I go to Florida, and water, and handing it out to people, that need it, because we're all 1 week away, one paycheck away from living in a tent. So true, Robin. Amen. Me too. Yes, I hope so, Goo. I hope so. Man, I can't believe it's already been an hour and a half. Where does the time go? All right. Well, you guys have been faithful, and you no one's left. I'm still at 5, so I'm going to tell you my story. So, I was probably 19 years old, and I was in New Hampshire, and I had a Honda Odyssey, which is sort of like an ATV, and I had cocaine in my pocket. I don't do cocaine anymore. You can't even find it. Back then it was stepped on as well. But the cops pulled me over because I was driving on the street in a Honda Odyssey. Well, he patted me down and found the cocaine on me. And I don't believe I got jail time for that. Back in the day, if you didn't pay your fine, they'd throw you in jail at $5 a day. So I started paying my fine on that cocaine possession, and I owed less than $200. I want to say, I'm sorry, under $100. Let me think here. It was 17 days when I escaped, so it was under 100. 5 times 17 days, whatever that is. 5 times 20 is 100. So under, I escaped from jail for under $100. Wow, that's crazy. I thought it was crazy I escaped with 17 days left, but now that I think, but $100 is a lot back then. So anyway, I was in the Hillsborough County Jail for not paying a fine. And I think I owed $200 originally, and I worked it down to under 100 at $5 a day. And I loved it in jail. I met so many cool people. We could make our own coffee in the morning. It was like going to summer camp. It wasn't a jail. I loved it. I had a fucked up childhood, so it was almost going from fucking Crazyville to fucking awesome place. I love jail. It's weird to say that, but it's not like the jails of today. And so anyway, where was I? Okay, so I was in Hillsborough County Jail in New Hampshire, and I had a girlfriend up in Maine. Up in Gardner, Maine. Her name was Gail Purrington. And she was my first love. And she would write to me every day in jail. Well, I got a letter saying, honey, I'm pregnant. I need you. And I flipped out. I went from being happy where I was to saying, I can't wait a minute longer. I got to go be with my girl. She needs me. I don't remember if she asked me to I want to say, if memory serves me right, she just wanted me to come up with the money so I could get out of jail. But I wasn't even. I was just crazy. Young. I was only 18 or 19, and yeah. So she thought she was pregnant, and she lived in Gardner, Maine. So I was a trustee because, of course, I only have 17 days left. I had the run of the place. I was doing laundry. I was in the laundry room. And they give trustees to people that have a little bit of time left in a low security. So, I flipped out. I started asking people, what do I do? What do I do? I'm letting everyone in on my plans. I was pretty naive back then. And the guy says, hey, he goes, just, he goes, the guards. Okay, let me back up. The jail had just got renovated where they had this board on the wall where they could do everything electronically. It was something new. And they told the taxpayers that because of this, there would be no escapes, so they could get all this money to rehab the jail. Because it was super old jail at the time. So I went into the laundry room, and there was never any black people or Puerto Rican people in the neck of the woods I was in at the time. And I happened to just grab some clothes from a Puerto Rican guys. It was nice Gucci shoes and Gucci pants. This guy was, styling. And so I grabbed those and I put them inside the trash bag that I was going to bring out. And I'm asking these guys, how do I do this? How do I do this? How am I going to be able to get out without the guards stopping me? So the guy that was an old timer there says, all right, this is what you do. He says, go tell the guard you got to take out the trash. I've been doing it forever. And they never look away from the board. They don't even watch you when you go out. They electronically make these gates go open, and they stare at at their new panel with the cameras and everything. So I said, all right, I'm super nervous. So I got the clothes in the trash bag. And then right before the gate, there's two gates. And you go through the first gate and the trash is right there. And the second gate was open at this time, and it shouldn't have been. So, and this is late at night. And so I'm super nervous. And I go out, I drop the trash, and I look behind me, and the guard is right there looking at me. And I'm like, oh, shit. Do I run and not have a head start? Or do I retreat and just go back into jail? So I did. I went back in the jail, and I went back to the guy. I freaked out. I says, yeah, this is what happened. He saw me and everything. And the guy said, well, you should have just ran. And he goes, well, just go back out with another bag of trash, and hopefully he won't be doing it. And he said the reason the guy was watching me is because that was the first time I ever brought out the trash, and that made sense. So here it is. I go back. I do it again. And this time it's just a regular trash with nothing in it. Oh, and in with the clothes, I had pictures of my girl in there, Gail. Polaroids of her. So I had just the clothes and the Polaroids in the other trash bag. So I went out this time, and I ran for it, and the guard wasn't watching me, or that I thought. I didn't even look back this time. I just friggin' grabbed the first trash bag that I put out before, and I ran down over the embankment. Now there's a super steep embankment that goes down to the Merrimack River in Goffstown. I may not. Yeah, Hillsborough County Jail's in Goffstown, New Hampshire. It's a woman's prison now. But anyway, I start going down the embankment, and what they did was they put or maybe nature did it, but there was logs and everything. I'm tripping over them. I couldn't see. I had no flashlight. It was almost like they set it up in case someone ever tried that. So I'm falling down the hill and I'm getting stuck on all these trees. And by the time I got to the bottom, it took me a while. I could hear the hounds in the background. I was like, oh shit, this isn't good. Well, I put on the clothes, I grabbed the pictures, and I started walking toward the main road along the. First, I went into the river a little bit, and then because I heard the hounds, and then I got up on the embankment, all wet, and started walking. It took me all night to walk to Nashua, where my sister lived. Well, I asked if I could borrow her car. I didn't tell her what was up, and we weren't really close, so she didn't. I don't even think she knew I was in jail. But she let me take her car, and I might have lied to her. I said I had to go to the store or something. I had one thing on my mind, just to go see my girl that's pregnant. So I drove all night. I get up to Maine. She lived in Gardner, and then we went out. Oh, and the mother first saw me. She's like, she was living with her mom, and she goes, "I thought you were in jail for a fine or something." And I go, "Yeah." I said, "I paid it." And so I said, "Yeah, we're gonna go for a ride." And so we left and headed out. We just catching up on old times. And so I get back after a couple hours, and the mother's looking at me like she saw a ghost, and she goes, "You got to turn yourself in." She goes, "The state cops were just here," and it was crazy. So I turned myself in, and they asked me if I wanted to. I think it was in Augusta. I ended up going to this jail in Augusta, and they said, "You want to fight extradition?" I said, "No," and so they shipped me back to New Hampshire, and now here I am with 17 days left, now facing probably 5 years for escape, and went to court, and the judge laughed. He said, 17 days left. He goes, what were you thinking? And he had a good chuckle. But the reason I didn't do any extra time for that was because of the whole politics of it, where they promised the people that no one would be able to escape. So it was never in the paper. It was all brushed under the carpet. I'm sure there's record of it somewhere, But yeah, that's my escape story. And did my 17 days left and went back to Maine. I haven't even been looking at chat. How was that story, chat? He's going to learn how to read chat. Oh my God. Turn yourself in. Well, I see a laugh from Aja, so I guess. Why can't I? Oh, okay, I see it now. I'm just going back and chat and see what I missed. I was kind of deep in thought, and I didn't want to get distracted by chat. I like pickles. See? I'm telling this story, and you guys are telling your own stories, and that's the platform I want. I don't want to be the entertainment. I want you guys to have a place where you can go and just fucking be yourselves, and this is an AA room for chat. When we don't have a stream to watch, we can all join up here. Oh, not at all, Goo. That's what this platform's about. I want to give a platform. This is strictly for chatters. This is the home of the chat, where we're all united. We're not divided as a chat. We're all united as chatters. Every one of you are kings and queens. So if I knew how to, I'd give you all crowns and I'd give you all moderators, but I don't know how to do that. So, but I always liked the rooms where there was no mods. That's when things get crazy, no? Open chat. Open chat. How do I do that? Let me just look up here. Moderation activity. Click on that. All right. Okay, Tan, I won't. The missus says not to, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I always find the best chat rooms are the ones that you can say whatever you want. You know, I think the only name is blocked is the N word, and I didn't put that in. I think that's a YouTube thing. I'm all for the First Amendment, absolutely. And I think the drama starts when you start, making someone a king in chat. I think everyone should be equal, or all have mods and no one has mods. And how about Leaf King, huh? Let me tell you a funny story about my YouTube channel. I started a YouTube channel like 10 years ago, and I never did anything with it. And when I got into Elisa's streams, I had only one subscriber. Guess who that was? For 6 years, I had only one subscriber, and it was, yes, the original king, Leaf King. Shout out to Leaf, wherever you are. Yes, I know, Goo. He does this. Yeah, yeah. It's part of the, it's the work. It's part of the script, you're saying? Yeah, good advice, Goo. Yep. Yeah. Until you get bigger. Yeah. And I agree. Leaf will be back. Yeah. He better be in love with her, because what else could it be? Holy shit. Well, that sucks, Robin, because I kind of respected her more this time around because she didn't go, full postal on him. And I saw that as growth on her part, Yeah, it's hard. It's hard when people get in disagreements and you have to pick sides. It's almost like when your parents break up, they force you to pick sides. Yeah, true, Robin. I agree with that. I'm totally surprised that Joni hasn't gone back in. I thought I donated a lot. I've donated a lot through the years, but Joni is the queen of donations for sure. And Leaf has to be the king. Well, no, Scoro's the king, right? Wow, that wouldn't surprise me, Goo. Yeah. When Elisa's done with you, she's done with you. That's a mistake that a lot of live streamers do. They mention that person's name. She's pretty smart that she doesn't, she keeps their name out of her mouth, because that's most people that want to live stream, they want attention. That's why they're here. They crave attention. I never really understood that, and watching that dynamic bums me out when I'm watching live streamers. Yeah, true. You never know what to believe. Yeah. What do they say? Believe half of what you hear and none of what. No, what is it? Believe most of what you hear and half of what you see. Something like that. Yeah, I was trying to figure that out, Goo, because he's babbling in chat, so he must have been blocked because he would be calling in. That's what I. Okay, thanks for the update on that. So true. I heard some lady the other day. Oh, it was on Tan Man's show that his Aunt B. She's watched Days of Our Lives, or one of those soap operas, for 50 years. You got to write a script for drama. That's all those soap operas are, drama. None of what you hear, which is true, half of what you see. Thank you, Aja. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah. Thank you so much, Aja. Good to see you here, my dear. Or sir. I love your picture of the wolf. I used to be a Maine lone wolf in chat. Kelly. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of Kelly lately. She hasn't been in chat recently? You're quite welcome. Good to see you here. Ah, that's funny. That's funny, Robin. Welcome, Sir Aja. Then, that's so true. You don't hear a woman say it much. That's funny. Oh, Kelly was the one with the AI songs. I didn't like the AI songs. That's when I thought the show was jumping a shark or something. I don't know. I wasn't really a fan of that. I don't know. Yeah, so true. Yeah. The doodahs. I did like the doodah at the. That's the only part I liked of them. I did get a kick out of the doodah. That was the only part I liked of those AIs. Tamman with his dick in his hand was great. Show hide. Oh, I'll show that. Yeah. Oh, I guess they got me an option where I can moderate what's coming in. That's funny. Yeah, they give me an option where AI wanted to flag Mrs. Tanman saying his dick in his hand. That's funny. The woke went too far and the crazies went too far on the other side. So you are a female, Aja? I love that name, Aja. I'm not into pronouns, but when I die, I'm going to be, my pronouns will be were or was. Yeah, they went too far with the pronouns and all that bullshit. Were you a tomboy as a youngster there, Aja? Or did you just go around, or you grow up around a lot of boys? Yep, that's it. You grew up in the sticks, I bet. Ah, you were, Goo? Nice. Yeah, I wasn't so great myself. Billy Rhodes was my boyfriend. Now my boyfriend's is that's safer. Safe sex with AI, right? Well, congratulations, Aja, on your boyfriend. Billy Roach was my boyfriend. So who was Billy Roach? Is he a live streamer? Oh, that's not good, Go. I used to hunt frogs. I don't know if that's, but I don't know about pouring salt. That could indicate something, but I miss chat. I love chat. They make me laugh so much. And my first love is Scoobs. Oh, Cowboy's dog, or the original Scoobs. Oh, Al. I'm sorry, Aja. Al. Okay, so I gotta rewind and see what you said here. All right. Wow, you were riding that horse with no saddle, huh? Old Al Miller, he's a fucking wild one. Hold on tight with that boy. Holy shit. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, now it's making more sense. All right. Okay, so Aja, congratulations. You and Al are a thing. Is that what I'm getting now? Why did someone just get okay, I got to show each time. Adobe Script in the bar. Wow, a lot of these aren't going through. I have to approve them. This sucks. I wish I could just let them all go through. I don't believe in censorship. Yeah, YouTube's making me. I'm gonna have to see if I can get out of this because they're making me review each message that's a little off. That sucks. Well, you two fight over Al. I find it amusing. Nothing like an active chat. I thank you much. So Robin is an Al fan. He's bearable. Cowboy, not so much. Gotcha. Yeah, double personality there for sure. Yeah, I'd like to talk to Al Miller. I've talked to him off the show, and he's a decent guy. But yeah, I can't deal with the Cowboy. Yeah, it's a little too much for me. Oh, okay. What do we? Oh, we got him in the room. Goo dripping. Welcome back, sir. We got celebrity in the house. Cowboy and Scoob. Scoob and his better half. No, Cowboy and his better half. That's what I meant to say. That's why you slay all the women there, Chief. More woman, more problems. Gotta love it. I'm gonna kick back. I'm gonna let Al take over the show here. Have my drink here. And I'm gonna laugh reading what you guys are saying. Yeah, he is a cutie, and that dog is so cute. I'm going after your girl, Mrs. Tan Man. Oh no, that's not your girl. That's Tan Man's girl. Al is fun this week. Yeah, is Callie still a cowboy? I'm sorry, I gotta approve these messages you guys are sending. So that'll be my job. YouTube's making me review the chat that's a little racy or something. So you guys carry on, and I'm just gonna be the moderator here and letting them all go through. Billy Roach is in the house. Welcome, Billy. They were just talking about you. I'm not sure who you are, but the girls are all talking about you. Welcome, Billy. This is a chat with no restrictions. There's no moderation, nothing like that. Oh, you smoke too? I'm gonna show you my stash. Now, this is from last year's harvest, what I got left. I had a couple pounds. This is all I got left. I didn't grow this year, so I'm going to have to be buying the good stuff soon. But I bet you have the good stuff down there at the dispensaries down there, though, Al, huh? Mm. You streaming tonight, Cowboy? I know Tan is at in another hour at 9. He said he's going to be streaming tonight. Farm to table. Amen. Yeah, Goo, I order my food through Walmart and they deliver it to my house. I basically haven't left this place in 15 years. I have everything I need here. Yep, we got a Walmart is the closest one is 40 miles away. In the town I live, there's no traffic lights. There's only one stoplight, stop sign in town. There's no cops in town. We don't have a police force. I've seen 3 cops in 15 years out in this neck of the woods. That's it. And that's them driving by with their lights on, going up the road, and a lot of ambulances because we have a lot of old timers that need help. But unfortunately, by the time they go there and back, that's like 2-hour drive just to get to the good hospital. Oh, I love it, Goo. It's paradise. I truly live in paradise. That's why I'm so sad. I don't want to leave this winter, but these winters are just too rugged for me to do it by myself. So what inspired you to leave this winter after so many? Okay, I just told you that, right? Yes, I am, Goo. Yep. I want to figure out if I can live stream the whole trip down there. I want to do like a 24-hour, just leave it on for chat, but I'm worried about the music, and because I like to listen to music when I'm driving. So possibility, Aja. I don't know if I want to go that route. I probably won't. I'm such a loner. I'm so feral that I enjoy my own company. I love to read the chat and everything, but one-on-one, like if I had a roommate that wanted to live up here, if they wanted to just live in the, by themselves, that would be perfect for me because, for me to carry on a conversation is very, I'm not used to doing that. I ordered 2 battery packs. Yep. And I just got my gimbal in today. Came in the mail. So I'm preparing. Yep. I will tell you now that it's verified. She is not Samir. If you're still watching, I'm taking a cow flop would be Al. Now, wasn't Samir a big part of Elisa's stream? And why does everyone say she's toxic? I don't know. I don't really. I read chat, but I don't really concentrate on the names as much. I just love to read and laugh. You guys have given me, you know, my laughter reading some of the chat. I love it. That's my favorite thing to do. That's why it's not, you know, I want a stream where I can just leave and you guys can just take on the show yourself, you know. But I don't know if anyone would even stay for that. You guys give me ideas, you know. I love you know, see what you guys think. If you have any questions or tips or, you know, advice, anything. Nice, Goo. Yeah, me too. I love to laugh, you know, and YouTube brings it for me. Till it gets toxic, then I want to check out. But it's hard. It's like an addiction. Once you watch a streamer for a long time, it's hard to leave, you know, even though you see it going in a direction you don't want it to. It's I guess it goes back to the old adage, everyone likes to see a great train wreck. And this is what I was afraid of would happen. It's like I'm going to get stuck with the people that do not like each other in the same chat, but hey, that's life, right? Thank you, Goo. That's this is for you, Goo. Thank you. Thank you so much, Goo. So Samir is not a fan favorite, is what I'm getting. She caused a lot of drama. Is that what was going on? I don't even really know who Samir is or most of the players. Adam Sandler, I think he's from New Hampshire, right? Okay. Can I ask you guys a question? I have two favorite movies. Can you guys let me know which one you like better? Samir was fine. Just don't. Okay. Samir caused a lot of problems in Tan Man's streams. Here's my two favorite movies. Let's see if anyone else likes these two movies. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is my first one. And I can't decide if it's that or Tropic Thunder. Those two movies made me crack up. More so the Tropic Thunder, but I guess One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was actually filmed on location at a real mental facility. Yeah, I know. I think they're both just as good. I can't pick one. Who's Tantrum? Oh, Tan Man. Samir was on Elisa's side, and okay. So it's just drama between. Does anyone else agree? It sucks when you have to pick sides between these streamers. Tropic Thunder. Oh, what a great movie. It still holds up today with all those great actors. And you could never make that film today. Oh, holy shit. They went right up to the line. Yeah, I never saw that movie Shallow Hal. I heard it was pretty good. Is anyone here a Howard Stern listener? I tapped out not too long ago. I catch him once in a while. I have a lifetime subscription to Sirius Satellite. I bought it years and years ago at $300 for a lifetime. So once in a while, I'll click him on. But man, he was pretty good back in the day. 50 First Dates. I never heard of that one. 50 Shades of Grey. That's the only one I heard of. Used to be. Who became politically correct? Adam Sandler did. Yeah, you can't become political in this day and age with this divided country right in half. Yeah, I figured it was a chick flick. I never heard of that. Robin heard Stern back in the day. Yeah, yeah, he did become woke. Yeah, NPC. Yeah, yeah. Did you ever see that video of him doing that? It's like I don't know what you call it. He did a video for just his employees. And I think that's when he jumped the shark. Yeah, he was all about shark value. And then he kind of knew he needed to attract the A-list celebrities. And that's when he changed. Yeah, Butterface Contest. Yeah, that was a good one. Back in the what was the channel there? It was on cable that he used to have his show on. Yeah, now I'm older. I don't know if I'd be so much into watching, degrading a woman's face, And I don't even know if I liked it back then, but some of the things he did was pretty good. Like, I think my interest in him was how he would degrade himself. Like, he'd talk about, I got a small penis. Like, who does that? Who would say that? That's what hooked me into listening to him. It's like, what's he going to say next? Yeah. Yeah. That you cannot find that video, the baloney, anywhere. I remember seeing it back in the day, but I didn't know it was Elisa, or is that just rumor? I remember seeing that when it happened. But was that truly Elisa? I can't see her doing that. Yeah, that movie was great. Yep. Marcy definitely changed. Yeah, that's when I tapped out, when Marcy came on board. He was kind of passing the reins to someone else because he didn't want to be the dick. And he changed a lot of the staff too. Like I think I tapped out after Artie left. You can't top that. Artie was just, that guy was out of control. Yeah, that's what I believe too, Robin. I knew that she was in the bikini, but it must have been a different girl that was the baloney troll. Yeah, the rumor out it was her, but I didn't believe that. I tried to look it up online and I couldn't find it. I couldn't even find the original girl that did it, so it's scrubbed from the YouTube anyway. Yeah, there was a girl that looked sort of like her, Robin, on the Howard Stern show, and they threw baloney on her butt. And everyone was claiming it was Elisa now. Yeah, what happened to his nose? Oof, that's not good. And Jackie's still around. He does podcasts once in a while when people have him on. He still looks good, but yeah, he was pompous back in the day. He's a lot more humble now, but Jimmy Kimmel. My thoughts on Jimmy Kimmel. I'm an independent voter. Let me just start off by that. I liked his humor. I know it was all about Trump, I thought he was pretty funny, and I don't like the. I think it's a woke move to try to please the I think they did the wrong move by canceling him. It's a First Amendment deal. You guys are gonna make me talk politics? Al. I think everyone knows where I stand. I used to be very political with my donations. My favorite was. Wow, they didn't even want that one to go through. They were trying to censor one of your comments. Which one was it? It wasn't even a bad one. Oh, maybe I hit the wrong button. Sorry. Yeah, retype that one. If it got deleted, I think I hit the wrong button. It wasn't even a bad one. Oh no, there it is. Goo Barrymore wrote, "Robin's my favorite was Stewie, that big man's baby," and YouTube wanted that one. Wanted my permission on that one. That's crazy. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Stewie. Yeah, I never watched Mad TV. Ouch. Cowboys getting deep. Would you rather have the Charlie Kirk or the Kimball style? Ouch. Free speech. It's a slippery slope. Yeah. And no one should get killed for their, beliefs, even though you don't agree with that person. No one should be killed for their free speech. You can always turn the channel or not go to his events, but no one should be killed for no matter how much you feel about that person. Now they're talking the Civil War is on its way. It's like, what? Where have we become? Is it the Russian bots? There's so much rabbit holes you can go down. What worries me is AI is going to be taking most of the jobs. A lot of the places are closing up here. Your brick and mortars. Everything you can order online, and it's a wild time to be alive. That's what I like about Al. Al gets deep. He I can respect a man for deep thoughts. So Kimmel isn't censorship. Well, he got censored. So yes, it's business. Yeah, it was a business decision. Yeah. He could make his own money like most of the people do. They just have their own platform. Why be part of a corporation when you can do it yourself? Be nice. See, that's how you respond to a troll. Goo knows. Don't give them what they want. I'll send you both to your room. Hey, I got two people to join together as one. My goal now is to get Goo and the cowboy to like each other. Somehow, some way, that's my goal tonight. And I got 40 minutes to do it. 37 to be exact. I'll be your therapist if you want. Just type in what the problem is and I'll try to address it. Robin has a question, Al. What do you think of that? Al, do you want a call-in number? You could call in the show and I could put you on speaker. You have my number. Yeah, just give me a call. I don't think one of my phone, the one you have, the number you have works, but try it if you want. I'll be right back. I forgot I gotta feed my fox tonight. There you go. What I miss? Okay, they're trying to censor cowboy. Should I let this go? No censorship here. I don't want to drive away people because of chat. So you guys let me know how you want to do this. I'd rather keep this a First Amendment thing. I hope everyone's adult enough to take trolling. Because the best thing to do with a troll is ignore them. Don't respond to what they're writing. Pigs are an awesome creature, right? Take it as a compliment. I'm a pig. I used to be a pig. There you go. The missus has it right. Yeah, I'm not going to let that one go through, Al. Try to be nicer. Let's not use that word. That's a little better. Yeah, they censored the old cowboy, and I'm not going to hit show or hide, so I don't know if you can read it. Pigs are good eating. It's one of my favorites. I'm starting to remember why I'm by myself. Every time I go out and try to meet people, I'm like, oh, okay, I remember why I stay home. Nothing against you guys, but it's like when you go from 0 to 60 into civilization, it's like, woof. Peace and love, man. There you go, cowboy. Peace and love. Bears, fuck, nice. I have all them too. Yeah, and moose. I get visited by a moose once in a while out my backyard. Peace and love, go. Yeah, amen. Wow, they want to censor you on that, Robin? Come on now. That's crazy. Deer, moose, and coyote. Yep. Got all that. I got a recording. It's a dark video I made of the coyotes. About this time every night, I hear them out there. There's a pack of like 50. It sounds like 50. There's probably not that many. No mountain lions out here. You're probably out west. No, you're down in Mass. They have mountain lions in Mass. Yeah. So I guess Al's not on tonight, huh? He's usually on. I pop in there once in a while, but a lot of times he's not even there. Sort of like me, I'm not really here. I'm camoed. You guys can't supposed to see me. Fact and photographed. Yeah, I've heard that they're coming out this way. I got so many pills that I've stored away for use as currency if the world goes to shit. Yeah. I hope you're all prepped up. I got my prep food. I got those 5-gallon buckets. Don't be caught empty-handed. It's good if you need it. It's what is it, 25-year life shelf life. But better be safe than sorry, I always say. Trying to got my light on and I got my window open. I got moss flying in every couple minutes. See, this is the way I like to stream. Usually I never have the light on at night. There's not enough light with the TV. Good question, Goo. I get my water from the store, but I don't have water source at the house. What I do is I have 2 water methods of collecting water for my my tank. I have rainwater collection, and I have a natural stream at the bottom of my property that I pump up like a sub pump, and I pump it into my city water hookup. But all our streams are super dry. This is like a unusual summer. Like we had a lot of snowpack last year, but the summer has been pretty dry up here. I would say the last month. So all the streams, you can walk across most of them. Pretty sad. Yeah, smart, Mrs. Yeah. You got to have, just be prepared. You never know. I get a kick out of some of those YouTube videos. Like the end is near, the end's Tuesday, you know, and they have to stay angry, and like the end is always the end date always goes by, and they still just keep putting videos out. Well, no, it's next month. Yeah, okay, but no problem, Goo. I don't. As long as you weren't stressed out, you know. I kind of whenever I see like that go on, I kind of like I check out a chat. But as I said, I want this to be a place for you guys. But unfortunately, that's not what I wanted. Like, you know, I may have to come to a point where I have to ban the negative people like that. Al should know better that, I don't go into his chat and disrespect his chatters. So I will ban him. I have no problem doing that because, you are the OGs. You were here before him. So I'm on Robin's page, he's calling you out. I always say this with boys when they are attracted to a girl or vice versa, they bug them because they're attracted to them. That's how I'd look at it. Like he's poking you because he likes you. Oh, you started, then you like him. What do they say? Love is a hate love relationship. Having a well, this will be a room where he can't ban you, so have fun with him. I know he's pretty. Most of the streamers are like quick to the draw when someone's insulting the streamer. I encourage you to make fun of me. I don't get offended. So. Well, this is my life. I just sit here all day, just watching the days go by. So I appreciate chat being here with me and seeing my uneventful life. It's peaceful, but it's uneventful. So there's always a trade-off, If you want excitement, you go out and find it. There's sometimes repercussions that come with it. See, it worked, girls and guys. You all didn't feed into him too much, and he took off. So I don't know. There's no easy answer to goals. The infamous Frank hasn't found us yet. We should be good till then. You don't want to be on the bad side of Frank, that's for sure. I always try to keep the peace with trolls, but some people, they like the banter. Yeah, that's smart, Goo. Stick to yourself and, people will try to either bring you down the misery they're in or, yeah. How do you like the city, Goo? Do you like living in the city? You know what I found unique about Elisa? And I have the total opposite mindset, is if she gets in a relationship, they have to be a streamer. I'm in the mindset as I'm doing this to meet someone else and not introduce her to live streaming. This is like an alien world to me when I first started it. I'm like, I would rather have a peaceful life with someone that's, canning fruit or something and not even know about this life. So it's just weird how different people want different things when it comes to live streaming. Like if you never see me again, I found someone, but I would always say goodbye first. And if this is successful, I'll just fucking leave it out by the pine tree and you guys can just chat while I'm getting busy with life again. But you're stuck with me for the near future anyway. Yeah, I used to be a city boy, so I know what you're saying. It's all you know. That's what I never really understood, like the in the ghettos. Yes, that's what I was always planning on, 24-hour cam, yep. Especially if I do the Florida trip. Remember those 24-hour streams back in the day, Goo? Chicken Andy, man. That was a pretty good trip when he did that. I enjoyed that. I'd wake up, and if there's something good on, I'd check it out. And yeah, I miss those days. Those were pretty. I think I was living through Chicken Andy because we had a lot of similarities when I was young. I'd be underneath the vehicle working on things. I remember when his RV would break down, he was under there fixing it. I always liked him, but he could be something else when it came to women. Yeah, I always enjoyed the RV trips too, Goo. Can you guys hear me all right? I'm pretty far away from the laptop. I do know who Vegan Patriot was. Yeah, is she's went off the deep end, no? Thank you, Robin. What do you think of Vegan? I didn't know that, Aja. Huh. Oh, I have seen that guy. Is he the one that brings them on his porch? And like 30 of them around him? Is that the same guy? Oh, no shit. Raccoon Saloon. I have saw some of his shorts, I think. Watching her makes me so sad. Makes me sad. Oh, yes, Vegan Patriot. Yes. Yeah, she's really imploding. It sucks watching that. I can't watch her anymore. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Oh, no shit. She's going on a trip. So the speaker picks it works too good. Yeah, she's got the worst I've ever seen her. Yeah. Sad because I started watching her back in the Chicken Andy days, and she was out in a field and there was ducks around and she was a whole different person. You got to be careful with live streaming for sure. No problem. I'd rather, most people won't tell people how they really feel, They'll talk about it behind their back. I'd rather have someone say, hey, asshole, go blow your nose, Instead of, you go down to your friend, yeah, that guy sniffles all the time. Oh, Addies, yeah. Yeah, that's a big problem with the kids today. The abuse she takes, but she puts herself in a lot of bad situations, and she doesn't know how to take the, when people are trying to help her, she takes it the wrong way. Like with the missus, like if she said that to Vegan, go blow your nose, she'd be like, what are you talking, blah, blah, blah. So she gets very defensive, and anything that you're trying to help that person out. Five baby raccoons. Wow, that's so cute. I always think about getting a raccoon as a pet. I got a fox out there that comes visit me every night. What sucks, he only comes out when I can't see him. I saw him in the daytime once, and he ran away when he saw me. Yeah, she was heavy on the banning. Yeah, that's weird. I never have a runny nose, and the first day I tried a live stream, I got a runny nose. Ah, my dad's daughter. Nice. I'll check that out. Ah, she feeds foxes. Very cool. And there's no lurkers. This is so unusual. I got 5 people watching. I think I got 5 people typing. That's awesome. See, the lurkers are the people that are afraid to get yelled at or trolled or whatever. It seems like everyone's, you know, not stressed out in here. That's good. Yeah, she hates that word boring. Yeah. That sucks. That sucks, Asha. Well, a lot of these live streamers, they don't even know about trolling. They don't know about the IRL or the IP2 community. So that's a real shock when they start getting, what do they call that? Like a raid, IP2 raid, where someone in IP2 would say, let's go after this live streamer. They're on live right now, and they'd post it. And then they'd all gang up on that person. Yeah, that's terrible. Oh, she took her life? Oh, man. That's so sad. Wow. People suck. And there's no ramification. You can't take them to court. Words aren't weapons, unfortunately. Though today, I mean, in England, they're putting in people in jail for what they post on some of these TikTok, and it's getting crazy. And even in America, people losing their jobs over, free speech. I think we lost the missus because of my sniffling nose. Ah, there she is. She's number one. My number one fan. My number one girl. Nice. So when did you start? What was your first live stream you watched, Mrs. Tanman? How far back do you go? Yeah, you'll always be my number one. We had our first argument tonight. Well, just give me the name of the streamer. Maybe we could talk on the phone. Would you call in on my show someday? Okay, so you're a veteran. You're an OG as well. Can I ask which political shows? So I released a couple of years ago. Me too. Yeah. So it sounds like we have a lot in common. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Whoever was here that saw my son check in. That was a surprise. I think I'm the same goo. I think I found at least through Captain Content and Chicken. Yep. And same Robin. No, I did type in Captain Content. I think I was main lone wolf back then. They dated. Yes, Elisa and Captain did date. Yeah. That was a crazy ride, huh? That was good times back then. Yeah. Goo, they want to censure you for saying the Andy Dick era. Unbelievable. Yeah, Andy Dick, what a crazy mother he was. Yeah. See, you can never top those days. That's the problem. They hit the road running. Like that was one in a million. You're never going to top those days. That was crazy times, huh, girl? Yes, it's getting crazy, Goo. Yeah. Yeah, they don't know Dick is his last name. That's crazy. I saw the only word they're supposed to censor is the N word. I want to say it, but I remember saying N rich, that word rich. Like I grew up with hearing that word. You say, hey, that person's nigger rich. And I was never prejudiced. It's just like I don't know. It was common back then to use that word. They want to ban you again for that sentence. Goo. Wow. Dick is also short for Richard. They had that one flagged. That's crazy. So certain words are banned. You can't unban them and say you anything goes. So they took away the creator's ability to monitor. That's wild. Yeah, they flagged that one for saying Dick is short for Richard. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's something new that YouTube just did. Oh, yeah, George Carlin's rolling in his grave right now. Yeah, I'm going to look into that, Goo. I remember saying that the N-word is the only one that you can't, I know a lot of live streamers, they put in all these words, so you can't use that words, and then the trolls just misspell it, like Ebonic type of writing of a word. Oh, there's another one. Mrs. Tamman just got flagged for review on Wiener. Wild. Wow. That's unreal. Censorship. One of you girls should being a female is an instant, you could monetize your channel and Goo or Mrs. Tan Man or anyone. If I was a girl, I'd have much more confidence to try this for sure. Because everyone wants to see a girl. Yeah, Wiener, that went through. Yeah, there you go. You just have to misspell it or do the capital and then smaller. That's how you get around it. Hope you guys like the inside info on what YouTube's doing behind the scenes. Oh, Cowboy's getting flagged on that one, but I'm going to put it through. That's wild. Hey Al, does yours do the same thing where you have to review the comments like this? YouTube is giving me the option to let that go through or not. Do you have that same problem? Wow. Okay, so there is a setting I can work on. All right. Uh-oh, here comes the fight. We got the fight in the room. You gotta smoke one of these and everyone will get along, right? Two against one. They're ganging up on you, Al. I should do a Tan Man. Say, yep, take over the show, Al. I'll be right back. I'm going out for a pack of cigarettes. I'll be right back. There you go. If you guys had a threesome, I know you wouldn't be arguing. You'd be too tired for that. See, Aja's with me on that. Got to cut that filter off, though, Aja. I'm smoking non-filter. Oh, this way. I roll my joints in a cigarette machine so they look like a cigarette. I knew that'd get it. Yeah, the missus isn't all about it. She's afraid Tan Man's watching and cheating on him. So she's got to fight with you. Hey, Vicky. Good to see you, hon. I'm glad you made it tonight. Vicky is an OG. Yeah. Vicky is such a sweetheart. She always comments on my video, and I appreciate that. Happy birthday, Vicky. Sweet big. Let's all sing happy birthday with me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Vicky. Happy birthday to you. I'm no Elisa, I'll tell you that. I should get a keyboard here. I used to play the harmonica. That's why when she got the harmonica, I thought that was wild. Yeah. Well, Vicky, I'm just paying you back for being such a sweetheart. So. Wow, I got a female in the room that's getting along with Al. See, there is a God. See, all everyone else should be like Vicky is on her birthday, and we all should just get along for this one last part of the stream. No arguments, no fights. Wouldn't that be nice? Well, Tanman's going to be on in 2 minutes. You guys want to stick around, or you want me to let you go over there? What's going on? Why can't we all just get along? We got one no in the chat. Well, if Vicky says no, I'm staying because it's her birthday, so I don't really need any thumbs up anymore. Vicky says no, well, then it's a no. All right, later, Al. They want. Oh wait, yeah, they're trying to ban that comment. I don't know if it's bad, but I'm gonna let it go through. You have a great night, Al. Oh, he's going live, I guess, at 9:15. Later, kid. Yeah, later, brother. Yeah, but he doesn't rage anymore. So do you not watch him anymore now that he's not raging? Have a great night, Al. If you're welcome to stay, but it sounds like you're starting up your live stream, so I wish you all the best, my friend. And if you guys want to pop in and out of any of the streams, that's I always had a problem with that. It's like, why would you get jealous that someone else is watching a different stream? I never really got that. Yeah, I'm surprised at the numbers. You have more now than when I started for the first hour. That's pretty good. Well, see, the problem, I think, is with Al and Cowboy, and the difference between them and me is they were already in this industry. Like, they know what it is to be in a studio, and where I don't come from that world. So to them, this is like going back a step. They're used to the big time. So I can't imagine going from like big time down to streaming on YouTube. So to me, this is a step up in life. To them, it's like, something that doesn't pay the money that they used to. And I don't know who you're talking about, Mrs., but you made me laugh. Oh, those two? Yeah. Oh, shit. So what'd you do on your birthday, Vicky? Did you have a great birthday, I hope? I stopped celebrating those years ago. I can't remember last time. I think at 40 I stopped counting. Very cool, Vicky. It sounds like a good night. Having a great dinner out. Yep. I started this a week ago, and I have been more places than I've been in 15 years in the last week than in the whole 15 years. Are you asking me, Mrs.? A week before Christmas. I'm a Sagittarius. And I dare not ask Vicky her name. I've never asked a woman her age in my life. Yeah, I think I got a year on you, Vicky. Happy 63rd, my dear. So you were born in 62? I do. I'm sorry. I never have a cold because I never leave. And the one night that I got Mrs. watching, and I'm glad you told me because I'm fighting back sniffling. Everyone would be bitching behind their breath. You told me. I have never had a cold since COVID when I had to go to the doctor because I'm on a medication that you have to uh, uh, see a doctor for. Control substances, broken neck. But the only time I get a cold is when I go out, and I've been out streaming, and I got in contact with my friend Ryan, and I got a cold from him. So this is my first cold since COVID. Just my luck. I pick a night that I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to go in the other room and try to get it all out. I don't know if you guys have been watching this whole time, but here's a toilet paper roll. Okay. I want you to guess what date is in here that I wrote down. And if anyone can answer the question of when this was full roll, I wrote before I used one of these. I wrote a date inside here in a pen. If anyone can guess it to the day, I'll give you $1,000. Okay, so think of this as a full roll. I'm going to get another roll and show you how big my rolls are. All right. This is a regular roll. Okay, we got July 2nd for the first one of 24. Oof. I I want to say it's in the 25, but I don't quote me on that. But you're on the right track though. Okay, so here's a regular roll. There's a date on here, and I'm gonna take this out of the roll, and I'm gonna cut it in half and show you the date. So we only have 3 people. Forget it. But okay, we have 2. Aja's got 7, 28, 25, and we got 6, 23. Okay. The date is, I need my glasses. None of you got it, so I don't think. But I wonder who's closest. 4/1/25. So April 1st, 25. So April, May, June, July, August. So 6 months. All right. I'll push out the cardboard. That's what I was planning on doing. This one's kind of stuck in there. Yeah, it wouldn't be fair if I didn't show it, especially on $1,000 prize. Because I am a man of my word, and I have plenty of money. I don't have to spend money, so. Someone going to do a drum roll out there? Let's see if I can do this. 4/1/25. Right there. You guys can see it? Did anyone have it? Who was the closest? Mrs. Tanman was the closest, I think. Because someone, Vicky had 6/23. So Vicky, I think, had the closest. If you guys can check. Can you guys read that? 4/1/25? Now, when you have kids, a roll would be what? A week? A month? No, a month's way too long. Whoops. The missus has the biggest laugh at tonight. Well, that roll went to shit. That's why I love chat. Yes, this is what's left of it. It didn't come out easily, so I wasted like a month's worth of toilet paper. Oh, shit. This is why I love chat. This is Chat Stream. I think I named it Chat Stream. I hope I did. Can anyone check and see what the name of my stream is? I can't. I don't know if I could check it. I don't dare touch it because I'll probably end it. And I'm going to keep this toilet paper near me for the missus, for my nose issue. And you know that I reuse this. This is what I blew my nose with. I usually like 1 ply, but I had to use 2 for the nose. And I use that for both blows. I'm so frugal when it comes to stuff. And I'll dry that out and reuse it for something else. Or this is the fun thing about living alone. You don't have to answer to anyone or go, why do you do that? Why are you reusing that? You know? But fortunately, Regina wasn't like that. And I'm afraid that if I did get with another woman, they'd be, it'd make me want to be single again quick, because I'm not used to someone judging me or telling me, yeah, too much information. Okay, I'll shut up. It says meeting of the chat. Yeah, AA meeting. Yeah. The TMI got me another laugh. I love it. No doubt. Thank you, Rob, for looking that up. 3 people in here and 3 people typing. That's friggin' awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4. So someone left. No, I wouldn't do that. I'm not that frugal. I only use 1 ply. That may be TMI. I'll use one square because I'm like a deer. I have like pellets, so there's really no remnants. So I'm lucky at that. I'm not a hairy dude. TMI. That reminds me of Vegan Patriot with her initials. She's always doing initials. Shorthand. At least I did the TMI when there was only 3 versus the 9 we just had, or 8 or whatever the number it was. I'll say what the TAM is. Says, geez, they're all ran over to the other stream. And I don't have a Discord or anyone where people could be rats and go, this is what's going on. This guy's backstabbing you. He's watching another stream. That's what I want to tap out of it. But I miss the stream to watch the chatters. I love the chatters. We got Vicky Wells. We got Robin. We got the missus. We got who else? Aja. Shout out to the Fabulous Four. Wow. It must be very hard to watch this because my life is so serene that most people can't handle that. I'm surprised you guys are here. You got to be here for each other. Because if I wasn't doing this, I'd be watching maybe politics, or I'd be watching how-to videos, and pretty much anything on YouTube. But well, I might hop in up there. All right, I'll be here. Your Armageddon mobile. Oh, I love it. Bring your prepping stuff. I got most of it, but the more the merrier. And that's surprising down in Mass that you found some peace. You must be out in the country, no? I think the Mrs. Tanman was the first one in my chat, and she's the last one typing. Nice. Yeah, the country in Massachusetts is a lot like Maine for sure. Yeah. Well, you have a great life there, the missus. Yeah. You know, this is going to be funny. It's like if I don't delete this video and the chat doesn't stay, it's going to look like a guy that's just been talking to himself for hours. If the chat doesn't stay, I'm going to probably delete this video. I don't want my granddaughter to watch it someday. And who's this guy talking to himself? She won't be seeing there's a chat going by. Do you guys think that the Tan Man kids like what he does? I don't think my son likes what I'm doing, but I don't think the Tan Man's family does either. I'm just getting that feeling that, and I don't want that to happen to me. Like, and he says the same thing. If my son came to me, I would stop. Oh, wow. You are in heaven. Yeah. So we're common that you like the outdoors too. That's nice. An eagle's nest. Wow, that is so beautiful. Do you like? You must love nature shows. Do you go out a lot to different places, or you a homebody like me? Oh man, I'm jealous. Live on the water. Ah, so beautiful. Why would you want to leave that? That sounds like paradise where you live. Just looking for a change? Sounds like me and you're a female version of me, except with a good sense of humor. I think I'm funny, but many people, well, I shouldn't say many, a few have told me I'm not, so I'm funny in my own mind. Do you live alone, Mrs. Tanman? I would not want to be a female living alone. Ah, that's awesome. He's gonna bring me traffic. That's friggin' awesome. Oh, Tan Man. I've talked to him off air. Oh no, you guys are getting a divorce, huh? He's talked bad about me on the stream before. What did I do? Well, he said I look like a caveman living in the woods. Or yeah, he used to rip me up pretty good. I guess I'm too honest with my feelings about him. I say it constructively, but he takes it the wrong way. I shouldn't give my advice when not asked. You are the only loyal one left. There's two people here. And I cannot, well, you're going back and forth on his stream stuff. I used to do that too. Well, I know I can trust you. If I ever had to have a mod, it'd be you for sure. You're going to definitely be the one and only mod. You'll be my leaf if you want it. God. So what's he saying about you? Wow, they just won't get off of that, huh? We cleared that up. Didn't Al say you're not Samir, or someone agreed? They finally said that you were dueling it out with. Finally said, okay, you're not Samir, and I was so proud that my channel was ever to bring you two together. Yeah. So you live on a lake. Oh, that's so beautiful, and you can see an eagle's nest. That is so beautiful. All right. Okay, we'll watch it together. I'm going to go back now. I'm going to, all right, yeah. I usually do the same thing. I'm on my laptop, but I'm going to go back and listen to what he's saying. You want to stick with me here, or, and I'll just listen. I'll keep this on so I can see what you're typing, but I'm going to go back and see what he says about me. Thank you. And I won't get offended by it. I always laugh at what he thinks of me. Let's see. Tan Man IRL. Tan. 17 minutes. Yeah, he's live. Oh, sorry. So he's mellowed out. He's done his rant. I'll go back 17 once the screen comes on.
Planet right here.
Holy shit.
But I didn't realize that it was with
I'm so
that
waiting.
shit.
Yeah, he's back to ranting. He knows that's what sells.
Penelope, hey, beautiful.
He's
What do we got with us tonight?
so obnoxious when it comes to women.
I forgot everybody.
Is it me or is he just like maybe that's a New York way of treating women, but oof. Let's see, we got Shelly, Penelope. Okay, 17 minutes.
Hilda Biscuit. That's a no.
Samir's name isn't blocked, but Joni is weird. I'm just
I
reading
got
it.
my head shaved.
My
For like $5 or something, he shaved his head. Love you, kid. Stay alive. That's all I got to tell you. Don't let him push you over the edge, RD.
I'm sorry, it's lagging too much. I'm gonna come back to you. I'm sorry. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry. What did we say? Mrs. Tierman got blocked. It is literally dumber than a bucket of rocks. Show. Yeah, he's just so unappealing. Good word. Yeah. I don't think he treats women well at all. I don't even know anything about Samir except he or she once was active in Elisa's chat. Yeah, same here. Yeah, I can't. He's unwatchable, but it is humorous when he gets all worked up. But the way he talks about women, he thinks it's attractive to women. Maybe it is. Some women like that, like them to talk down or degrade you. I find them degrading sometimes to women, but Tony and T-Ray still saying Mrs. T is Samir. Tony's still with him? I thought Tony checked out for a while. I didn't see him as a mod. And T-Ray, she's the sexy girl. He's always saying how sexy she is. Yeah, I think that's had a lot to do with me too. We're so much alike. I hated when he ripped on Elisa. It's like she gave you a shot and you bitched about having to pay for a meal. I don't know. Yeah, and TK was the same way. When TK left, he bitched about her. And I'm like, dude, just fucking walk away and be a man. A man doesn't fucking bitch like a little bitch. I hate men that they just fucking can't walk away when a woman says enough. They don't make real men anymore. She just wanted nothing more to do with them. Yeah, exactly. She hurt his ego. And his ego's got bruised where he mellowed out, but it sounds like tonight he's on a rant. I'm not watching him, but I'll check it back. My internet's super lagging, so I never had a problem with lagging till I started live streaming, so I probably got hacked. Do you remember when Elisa got hacked back in her podcasting days, where her laptop, they were moving stuff around on her laptop? They totally took over her laptop. It was crazy. And she blamed it on IP2, guys. Well, she did the best thing to do with a guy like that. She never mentions his name ever. And she was even banning anyone that brought up his name. When she's done, she's done. You know, she's not your typical woman. Very self-assured. All right, Mrs. Tamman, you have a great night, and I will return your email, and you have a great night and a good day tomorrow. Peace and love. I'm out. Good night, everyone. Good night, Robin. You want to stick around, Robin, or should I end this? All right. Okay. You guys all have a great night. Peace and love.